The 5 AM at Freddy series is a FNaF animation parody quadrilogy which parodies the first 4 Five Nights at Freddy's games. These animations focus on the random antics coming from both the protagonist and the animatronics. The series was created by Piemations, who's an animator on YouTube, who started their channel on June 18th, 2012, but wouldn't upload his first video, Meet the Amazing Spy, until October 12th of the same year. Over the years, Piemation has been creating animations, both original work and parodies based off of pre-existing media. These animations often get many views. Some of his most notable animations include standalone ones like Minecraft in 15 Seconds, The Cursed Thirst, Squidward Has a Gun, and the series ones such as the Meet the Amazing TF2 series, the Suction Cut Man series,
I'm Penis Man!
and today's topic, the 5 AM at Freddy's series. The 5 AM at Freddy's series is both no stranger to the FNaF community and the Piemations viewer base. In terms of the Piemations viewer base, it is seen as by far the most popular series to come out of Piemations' channel, with 5 AM at Freddy's the Prequel being the most viewed video on the entire channel. In terms of the FNaF community, these animations are seen as nostalgic, especially now. People revisit these animations, and just like they did back in the day, they still laugh at these, and they are widely considered some of the best fan animations to come out of the FNaF community. Today I want to see if these truly hold up. I'm someone who back in the 2014 and 2015 days loved these animations a lot and would laugh constantly at the jokes. But let's be honest, I and a lot of y'all were laughing at the constant swearing. So this video is in the perspective of someone who adored these animations back then and recently rewatched them throughout the year, and I ain't gonna spoil the video right now, silly goose. Let's begin with the very first one. Releasing on October 25th, 2014, the first episode of this quadrilogy based off of the first FNaF game was met with immediate success in viewership. This one follows Mike Schmidt working a night shift at Freddy's where he closes the left door and keeps buzzing the blind spot light to see that each time there's an animatronic or more there. He checks his watch to see that it's only 5:57, and due to the left door being closed, the power goes out. Freddy shows up and does his Torador march. Mike panics until he's saved by what he thinks is 6 AM. He gets excited and he's walking out. He notices it's not actually 6 AM, his watch was just glitched. The animation ends with Freddy grabbing him. Now, I think it's safe to say that this is the weakest of the 5 AM at Freddy's series. Not to say it's bad, it has its subtle moments. By far, what I love the most about this one in particular is Mike's facial expressions. They're literally perfect. Also, the panic sounds he makes when the power is out and Freddy's doing his thing are just so golden. And the twist that it wasn't actually 6 AM the whole time and Mike ends up dying is legitimately hilarious and definitely something a first-time viewer wouldn't see coming. Otherwise, that's really it in terms of what this animation has in terms of comedy. This one is the shortest in length, and that definitely is a factor as to why the other 3 in this series are so much superior. In the other 3, they have more jokes to tell outside of the facial expressions and awkwardly funny noises. That's also thanks to the other 3 having dialogue. Not to say that the quiet, subtle approach with this first one is a negative against this one. Hell, the jokes in this short that I listed as funny are all thanks to this approach. So yeah, while this one's good and has its moments that got me chuckling, it definitely suffers from first episode of a series syndrome where everything after is better thanks in part to how the creator improved this craft. Even then, this one is still unique due to the way the jokes were told in comparison to the others. Not bad at all. Before we get into the actual animation, let me just say that the unnecessary trailer for this animation is honestly really fucking gold. The constant intentional reminder that this trailer is unnecessary, along with the phone guy's dialogue.
Hello? 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 Hello?
And literally showing the editing software this was being produced in, it just does a good job at teasing what you're gonna watch when you watch 5 AM at Freddy's the Prequel. Speaking of, here it is. Releasing on May 2nd, 2015, this one, being based off of FNaF 2, follows Jeremy doing his night guard duties until Toy Bonnie comes in, just like the game, puts the Freddy head on. This of course fools Toy Bonnie, and then Withered Foxy enters the scene where he knows that Jeremy is using the Freddy head, and the rest of the animation is about him attempting to convince everyone it's the guard, which hilarity ensues. It all results in all of them finding out it's Jeremy, but thankfully he's saved by 6 AM. Also Golden Freddy at the end. Now, this is where the series gets really fucking good. Outside of a minor nitpick with how security is spelt wrong in the credits, this animation is fantastic. First of all, the animation itself, the quality, has significantly improved from the previous one. There's more color choices and better shading and outline and textures. I really like it. There's also minor secrets hidden in, like the puppet being in the vent right here, which is good utilization with how much goes into the animation. Also, the wacky and stupid facial expressions from the first are back. Love that. Okay, so this video is funny. Actually, really funny. Every joke in this animation works. It is a laugh riot. And I'm not talking about the constant swearing, which I and a lot of others laugh so much at as children. No, there are other lines in comedy in this that are genuinely funny. While I like the line,
"Fuck this shit, I'm out,"
I also like other lines and parts, like when Foxy literally aims a gun at the guard to reveal himself, only for Toy Bonnie to reveal that it's just a prop. When Freddy comes in and just the hilarious fact he doesn't even think it's the guard and it's him.
"Oh god damn it, you're Freddy!"
As well as this little part with Toy Bonnie and Foxy.
"Well, now we've got 2 Freddys in the room."
Cool.
"Bonnie, oh my god, I will slap you!"
When it turns 6 a.m. and the guard just... Yeah, and by far, my favorite line, and by far the most memorable line to people from this animation.
I don't really care if he's Freddy. I'm just trying to get my hands on his sweet, succulent AA batteries.
Fucking classic. I also love how this sorta comes back later when Foxy reveals it's the guard, and all the animatronics lose their shit saying it's the night guard. And then Balloon Boy is like,
Batteries.
It's funny a second time. What I would call the humor in this short is quirky, but in the best way possible. It's mostly random, however it's clever at the same time. The classic Balloon Boy battery being a literal perfect exaggeration of his gameplay mechanic in FNaF 2, the satire of the fact that Foxy seems to be the only one who knows it's the guard, almost similar to FNaF 2 as well, it's just gold. Toy Bonnie is also one of the best parts of this video. He's just so stupid and oblivious until the end, where Foxy reveals it's the guard, and it's not like he's ignorantly stupid, no. He's stupid in an innocent, charming way. I love him in this. There's also the part after the credits where Phone Guy calls in, and Golden Freddy is the one that picks up, implying that either the guard just never came back after that night, or something kinda outrageous I've seen online, that Golden Freddy is the guard. But either way, Phone Guy hangs up because, you know. And it's another one of the most funniest parts of the video. I just love the silence after the scream with quiet phone hang-up noises. It's perfect. Before I quickly conclude talking about this video, I also want to point out how good the voice talent is. The animatronics sound robotic, but also have a personality to their voice, which is the perfect balance.
Well, as you can see, he's nowhere around here, so why don't you go look elsewhere?
If I had to pick a character in this video that had the best voice performance by far, it has to be Foxy. His voice delivery literally helps make his lines funny.
"I'm gonna gouge your eyes out!"
Foxy, calm down.
"No! I'm the only one in this damn place who can see through that disguise!"
5 AM at Freddy's the prequel is really good. The humor is top notch, the animation has improved, the voice talent is spectacular. It's all really something special. I feel like the fact that this one is longer than the first already gave some paveway for more jokes and opportunities, but even with that, this was still really something. And in my personal opinion, at least for the next one, it gets even better from here.
God!
5 AM at Freddy's the sequel. Releasing on December 5th, 2015, this one, being based off of FNaF 3, follows the FNaF 3 guard doing his usual shifts at Fazbear's Fright, until Springtrap comes in the window. They have a bit of banter until the guard plays the audio in the next room, until Springtrap goes over and then comes back. They have more banter. Phantom Freddy shows up, then Springtrap just wants to kill the guard already, but after the guard presses the audio again, Springtrap goes to check one last time. The guard encounters Phantom Foxy, which at first, he scares him, and Springtrap sees this as an opportunity to take him by surprise, which as soon as he enters...
My fucking knees!
Get crowbarred, bitch!
Thanks for the crowbar, Foxy.
Yep. Phantom Foxy gave the guard the crowbar to use on Springtrap because...
I don't know, I'm bored!
And then it turned 6 a.m. with the guard whispering to it all to hurt Springtrap's ear. Okay, this is by far, in my opinion, the best one in the 5 a.m. at Freddy's series. This is a laugh riot from the beginning till the end. This is incredible. There's just so much funny shit packed into this 2-minute 38-second video, and I'm all for it. This video is hilarious, full stop. I think my favorite part is a tie between the ending with the crowbar and the parts of Phantom Freddy.
I'll do my best, ma'am.
Stop reading fanfics, they're confusing you!
Those parts always get a kick out of me. For Phantom Freddy, I'm on board with the satire of the creepy side of the FNaF fanbase with the fanfictions and stuff. This also seems to imply that the FNaF games exist in this universe, which is also shown in the next video of the series, but that's a food for thought. And the crowbar ending. It's classic. I love it. Again, just the fact that Phantom Foxy gave the guard a crowbar to use against Springtrap when he entered the office was all because he was bored. He was just simply bored. That's the type of comedy I fucking love in this series. It's stupid, I know, but it's funny. Also, while the comedy is on point, the amazing animation and voice talent both prosper yet again. The animation has once again great coloring and textures and shades and etc., and the voice talent is once again superb. Each character's voice fits, and the animatronics sound like animatronics, as well as having their personified voices mixed with them. The guard's voice is pretty good.
This job is a total joke.
Who the fuck are you?
I love Phantom Foxy's voice so much.
Hello!
And in terms of the character with the best voice performance in this animation, I'm in a tie between Springtrap and Phantom Freddy. Phantom Freddy's voice is just simply funny as well, and Springtrap brings in basically perfect voice deliveries with his lines, especially when he's angry, so I don't know which one to go with. They're both spectacular. Before I round this off, there's another aspect about this animation I want to touch on. It's very clever, and 5 a.m. at Freddy's the Prequel does it too. What I love about these two animations is basically, they can serve as satire for the limit of the main gameplay mechanics in their respective games. The mask in FNaF 2, and the audio in FNaF 3 respectively. Whenever you play FNaF 2, do you ever just wonder that the flashlight and mask are eventually just not going to work on the animatronic because of a common sense and logical point of view? Are they going to eventually know? With FNaF 3, is Springtrap eventually going to know that there isn't actually a child and it's just an audio device? Well, those questions are literally what 5 a.m. at Freddy's the Prequel and sequel are about. They take the logical route to all of that, while also being goofy and comedic. And I feel like this very underrated aspect is what makes this series good. So far, the 5 a.m. at Freddy's series is proving to hold up to this day. There's a lot of clever shit in here, especially what I just talked about. Let's see if the final one proves that this series overall deserves that claim.
Hey, Springtrap.
What?
Do you hear that?
Oh, go fuck yourself.
First things first, I love the title for this one. It's already really funny. Anyway, 5 a.m. at Freddy's, the final horror views. The final video in the 5 a.m. at Freddy's series, releasing on March 20th, 2016. This one, being based off of FNaF 4, follows the crying child trying to survive the night, while the animatronics are just having their own random shenanigans. Nightmare Bonnie with the Wi-Fi password.
What's the Wi-Fi password?
Nightmare Foxy yet again being the sensitive to the flashlight.
Go away, damn it!
One of the Freddles shaving the bit of the back of the child's hair, and the Freddle blames it on the other. And my personal favorite part of the video, the Freddy and the Fazbears.
Freddy!
Hang on, I got this. Shut up, hold on.
Freddy! Freddy, stop!
What?
You're garbage, Freddy!
But
Garbage!
So basically what's different about this one is that it's random bits throughout the night instead of a consistent plot line, and that's because unlike the previous 3 videos where they take place only at 5 a.m., this video is the whole night. And while it doesn't stay true to the title in that regard, I think it still works because this implies that the random shenanigans and random stupidity that we thought was funny at 5 a.m. but the previous videos happens the whole night, which to me just makes me love this series even more. And with that, this video is hilarious. Now, I prefer 5 a.m. at Freddy's the Prequel and sequel over this, but this one is still leagues better than the first, and I still consider this one great. I technically already listed the best jokes and parts earlier, but going back to one of them, my literal favorite, the Freddy and the Fazbear's bit. This whole scene is just perfect 5am at Freddy's material. The crying child in agreement with Nightmare Fredbear and Nightmare with not liking Nightmare Freddy's performance, and Nightmare Freddy just awkwardly threatening him and then
Garbage!
gets me every damn time. I also really like the ending yet again. First off, we get Chica sadly getting rejected for being in a video again because of FNaF World killing the series. Damn. And then Nightmare Bonnie asks for the Wi-Fi password yet again, which then...
Eat a dick!
As well, the good animation and voice talent yet again returns and does not disappoint. I'd like to also point out that I feel like Piemations was suffering a Garrett Williamson, where by a certain point, around FNaF 3 or 4, he got tired of making content for the FNaF franchise because that is what people expected, hence the screen here. But hey, the video itself is still enjoyable for the other comedy. This final video is all around really good. Again, if I had to rank these from worst to best, 5am at Freddy's for the weakest, then 5am at Freddy's the final horror views, then 5am at Freddy's the prequel, and for the best, 5am at Freddy's the sequel. What can I say? It's all golden. In conclusion, I think it's safe to say that the 5am at Freddy's series still holds up to this day. I'd argue it's not even a surprise either. Everything from the solid animation to the jokes to the dialogue. It's also well done. A little fun fact, Piemations was originally going to make a sister location one of these, but unfortunately got cancelled.
So that's all cool, but what about all the other stuff I've talked about making in the past? Am I making or will ever make any more Meet the Amazing Overwatch?
Probably not.
Elements of cringe?
Nope.
Other videos that I've teased in the past but I can't remember right now?
Jesus Christ.
Rest in peace, old ideas.
Even if the series is over, Piemations did incredible work with the series. The views and success and nostalgic revisits for this quad trilogy are absolutely deserved, and you know, I'm happy it's this way. There was a lot of older FNaF videos and media that I used to love back in the day, and then when I would go rewatch them years later, they just didn't hold up. I'm sorry, but this is how it is for me and clearly a lot of others. However, 5am at Freddy's breaks free from this hole because it can be enjoyed by anyone. Kids are of course gonna laugh and enjoy these videos for the constant swearing. That was me when I watched these videos back in the day. However, teenagers and older people are also gonna enjoy these videos because of the dialogue and more subtle jokes. Just like me when I rewatched them. The 5am at Freddy's series is, in my opinion, some of the best videos to come out of the Five Nights at Freddy's community, and they'll always hold the test of time as both nostalgic and quality videos.
Well, as you can see, he's nowhere around here, so why don't you go look elsewhere?
Night Guard! I'm gonna kick your ass! Fucking.
Wait, you saw the night guard?
That's the Night Guard right there!